Let's start with the magnitude 5.4 earthquake that rocked the southeastern part of Korea on Wednesday afternoon. The main quake struck at 2:29 p.m. near the city of Pohang, with two smaller quakes or foreshocks happening before and aftershocks still continuing even now. For more, let's go straight over to our Oh Jung-hee, who's at the location for us. Jung-hee, how are residents there coping at this difficult time?
Mark, I'm at an apartment area a few kilometers north of central Pohang. Families who spent last night at evacuation shelters are revisiting their homes, shocked and surprised once again to find their properties and homes completely damaged. This area was directly hit by yesterday's earthquake. Behind me, you can see some broken windows and collapsed walls, as well as cars crushed under debris. The scene is like this across the whole city in the most ordinary places like apartments, supermarkets, and schools. Since yesterday's quake, as of 11 o'clock, there have been over 40 aftershocks, and even at this moment, tremors are continuing. A magnitude 3.8 aftershock struck just past 9 this morning, so there's still a degree of tension in the air. We now know that 57 people were injured and over 1,500 people had to be evacuated from their homes to 27 shelters across the city. Almost 1,200 privately owned facilities and 17 cultural monuments have been damaged. Kindergartens, middle and high schools, and universities are expected to remain closed until next week, as aftershocks may continue in the region. The impact of this earthquake in Pohang is much more powerful than the one in Gyeongju last year, despite the lower magnitude, because it occurred at a much shallower depth. The people I've been meeting here are stressing that Korea is no longer a safe country when it comes to earthquakes, and they're demanding the government to take steps to protect ordinary citizens.
Yes, an understandable amount of anxiety in the air, like you say, Jung-hee. And we are hearing that the Seoul government held a press briefing around an hour ago now and announced some new response measures. Can you just walk us through them for us?
Sure, Mark. The central headquarters in charge of dealing with the Pohang earthquake says it'll cooperate with all related ministries to quickly drive up safety measures and restore damaged facilities like schools. And that's especially important because the country's college entrance exam, or 수능, was postponed from today to next Thursday. So the government hopes to have all the test sites back to normal by next Wednesday. Also, the government says it'll do its best to take care of people who've been evacuated from homes, offering temporary shelters and necessities like food and blankets. Related ministries will work to provide psychological treatment for victims of the earthquake as well. The government says it'll also provide additional financial assistance to Pohang City and others if necessary, and tax cuts or deadline extension for people who've suffered property damage. Mark?